One of the biggest dangers every human falls into is the danger of not seeing their belief system as the problem in struggle in life. And what I mean about that, and to describe that belief system, it's when you've got a belief system that you don't see you've created through being conditioned. Your belief system is what you use to survive. Your belief system is what you lean on to manage your life and to overcome your problems and to get ahead in life. Or it's what you believe is how you act. So that belief system on how you act has a massive consequence in one's life when people are struggling in life and they're not happy in life, or things don't go their way in life. Sure, there's an element of destiny in everything that we do, but this unconscious belief system that most people don't see within themselves is sometimes the most detriment thing in one's life, because we can't see that we are creating what we're creating from our belief system. Like the way we act and the way we deal with things on a day-to-day basis all derives from our belief system, the way we've been brought up, our experiences in life. And to not see that that's the case and struggle and continuously feel you're in hardship in your life, that belief system is doing it to you and you don't see it. So that's why a lot of people blame everybody for what happens to them in life. That's why a lot of people struggle to take responsibility for themselves. That's why a lot of people feel relieved to hand over themselves in a way where they feel better when they can blame somebody, or they can reason what they think and how they feel. And like, we all reason what we think and how we feel to a certain extent, but some do it a lot more than others. So to see your belief system, you've got to become very honest deep down within your soul to see that you are part of all problems that have happened in your life. Now, there's going to be a belief in you, like, that's bullshit. No, I'm not responsible for that. Like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, that's your old belief system defending you. And that's one of the massive problems in a belief system. It will defend your situation till the day you die, if you let it. It will not want to take any form of accountability or responsibility for yourself. It wants to keep you exactly where you are, in unhappiness, being miserable in one's life, not getting what you want out of life. And that's where we get split between a rock and a hard place, because we are unhappy and we can't get ahead, but we don't see that this self-talk that wants to blame everybody for it is our biggest enemy, and we never ever overcome it. And most people are like that to the day we die. Hey, sure, we all vent about how we feel about other people at times. Yeah, sure, we all understand that people have an impact on us. Yeah, sure, we all know that we are connected, and we feel from our sensitive feelings and, you know, our thoughts, we're all connected. That's just stock standard shit, you know, like that's a given. But if we don't get a grip on the dangers of these belief systems and how they manipulate us not to break the cycle because of the way we're being conditioned or what we've gone through in our experiences, we'll never ever break it. So how do we break old belief systems? Well, I come up with something that I learned years ago to break my old belief system, and I had to do the things I didn't want to do and I didn't believe that it was going to work. I had to get out of bed and go and get a job when I didn't want to get a job. I had to forgive people when I didn't want to forgive people. I had to reach out and show affection to others when I was petrified. I had to tell people how I was feeling and thinking when I was fearful of the vulnerability. And when I say I had to, that got me out of unhappiness. I realised that for me to break this old belief system, I was going to have to break the behaviours. And as I said earlier, that's the struggle. It's how we act that keeps us in our old belief system. We've got to act differently to get out of an unhappy life. It's as simple as that. And if we don't act differently to what we're used to acting, what we're familiar with, we're never going to change. And our life is going to be the same till the day we die. And we've got to have faith somewhere, or just to believe that you're unhappy enough and everything you've tried to do to make yourself happy and to live a life that you are more content and appreciate, maybe this has to be better. Maybe you've got to limit your actions. Maybe you've got to do things you don't want to do instead of working on your feelings all the time and going, well, that doesn't feel right, so I'm not going to do it. You've actually got to break through how you feel. You've actually got to break through doing things that you feel comfortable, and keep doing it and keep doing it until you start seeing fruit. And you will start seeing fruit when you start acting differently than what you've acted before. If you don't want to, say, do exercise, you do exercise. If you don't want to go and see somebody, you go and see that person. If you don't want to, if you cut people off, you make contact with those people again. If you have been hurt, you reach out for those people and forgive those people. That's doing the shit you don't want to do. And you've got to keep doing that to break old beliefs. And that's how you break the old beliefs. And when you break those old beliefs, then you start acting in a different way. And as I said, it's the actions that get you out of it. So I've been there, I know this shit. Like, I know it so well. I had to do it to get out of spending 12 years in jail, being charged for a murder when I was a kid, being in a men's prison, being institutionalised, being a heroin addict, and then seeing all this stuff in a rehab to make a better life for myself. You take care now, and remember, if you're struggling and nothing's happening in your life and you can't move forward and things you're doing are not bearing fruit, have a look at your belief system and have a look at your actions, and then start acting the way you don't want to act. And you keep going against that grain in every given situation that you don't want to do, and I will guarantee you your life will start to improve. Do the things you don't want to do. You take care now and have a great Sunday. Have a look at this on the Gold Coast. Look at that. Look at that. Going for a beautiful walk. Something I didn't want to do years ago. Now I walk 2 hours a day, blah, blah, blah. I could talk all day. You take care. Look after yourself.